AITA for having sexual fantasies about my family members after being sexually abused.
TWSA, to be extremely clear, this is very serious and real.
I am a 21-year-old male, living in the US with a very nice life, good friends, good in school, promising future, strong relationships,
etc.
Edit, I would ask that you don't downvote, I really need the feedback. I would rather you tell me I'm a sick monster than downvote.
I have made a post about this in the past, but nobody seemed to answer my question. If you want to read that version, it's on my profile.
TLDR at the bottom.
This is a throwaway account because I am so deeply ashamed and conflicted. To make a long story short, I will begin with my own abuse.
When I was around 7 or 8, my older brother who was 10 or 11 taught me how to masturbate and even did it for me on a couple occasions.
He then escalated into having us masturbate together and watching porn. I was so young I barely remember what I was thinking.
This progressed over the next 1 to 2 years to him introducing the idea of kissing each other and then eventually pleasuring each other orally, with it ending with attempted penetration. I was around 10 and he was around 13. This was only on a couple occasions and eventually ceased when I was about 12 and he was about 15.
This was when he was starting to go to high school and meeting girls.
I began acting out around this time and he gave up on me completely, acted like I didn't exist.
I never felt wrong about the sexual actions and felt it was pretty normal, didn't think about it that often.
Here is where my issue lies. From the time I was 13 until about 20, I would have these recurring hypersexual thoughts about a lot of women. This is common, I believe. However, included in these thoughts/fantasies were some of my own family members. Most often, doesn't mean it was often in general, it would be my sister who is 2 years younger. I was not obsessed with her by any means, but when her body started changing I took notice, and instead of feeling disgusted I just hid my feelings. Not like I had a crush or anything, and I fully understood it was unacceptable to touch her or try to play this out in reality. However, on occasion when I would dwell on some of the physical attraction or excitement for more than a couple seconds, I would masturbate to clear my mind, and immediately go back to operating normally. I never once felt guilty about this or even thought twice about it until later in life when I started to mature and look back on certain behaviors. I also entered some relationships and noticed some general sexual dysfunction. I guess I justified it because the horny feelings were there and it was no crime to masturbate to these fantasies. Another thing I think contributed to this was porn addiction. Just about every video I watched or saw on any porn site was incest-themed. This contributed to me thinking it was pretty normal and other people must be having these thoughts/feelings as well.
And as long as I don't harm anybody, I was just fine.
I think I considered these fantasies just as normal as fantasizing about anybody else, which I did plenty of. Maybe even something that we would all laugh about in our later stages of life.
There is a very mixed reaction from the internet, and I am just looking for opinions.
I'm searching for your guys' opinions on my specific experience because for some reason I went from feeling like this was a normal, perfectly fine stage of development to feeling like a disgusting, perverted monster because of how certain people view this, including myself.
I understand this is a hard topic.
Please don't tell me to go seek therapy or this is above Reddy's pay grade.
Because for one,
I am already in therapy working through my whole childhood including this, and for two, I don't want to hear from only a professional. I would like to hear judgments from normal people, because that's who I'll be dealing with for the rest of my life and their opinions matter just as much as anybody else's. I am open to any and all opinions/advice, even if you don't relate. If you feel these were all my fault and I'm the one who's the sick, dirty person, on a similar level to pedophiles or rapists, then please tell me. If you think I'm deserving of understanding, let me know also. Thanks for reading. I'm sorry if I wrote a lot. I'm in a lot of distress right now and I can't stop thinking of that.
Last thing, just to clarify once more.
Nobody I know has any idea of this besides my mom, whom I confided in.
Nobody would even suspect something like this because outwardly I am very composed. I have never attempted to touch or seduce any of these people I fantasized about, and they were all close in age.
TLDR, AITA for being aroused by thoughts of sexual acts with family members. Edit, if you know anywhere else I could post this for some more feedback, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again. Sorry if I grossed you out, frown, but I am real and my situation exists. I don't know where else to turn. I'm terrified what friends or future partners would think.